Hello friends, and welcome back to Autumn Cottage. We're in the first week of June and I'm here on the Mediterranean terrace, which you can see has grown up apace over the last couple of weeks. Summertime is very much upon us. We've had some very hot days, but that has actually now changed a little bit, and we finally, after 4 weeks, had some lovely rain, which the garden was calling out for. And you can see the clematis are flowering. This one is Madame Julia Corrivon. Beautiful purple colour. I'm actually going to take you on quite a brief look around the garden. This is just a quick visit. I'll just give you a little update of what's happening here. As you can see, I've got a friend visiting. This gentleman is not leaving the garden today because he's got a competitor wandering around. And he is making very sure that nobody else is going to steal his patch. The sage Phlomis fruticosa, as you can see, is in full flower at the moment. This is a lovely Mediterranean plant to grow, although you have to be careful because it can become a bit of a thug. But if I take you in closely, you can see that not only are there lovely yellow flowers on here, but you do get some very nice seed heads as well, which dry beautifully and look great in a dried flower arrangement. I've been doing quite a lot of planting in this border. Those are some nice rudbeckias, which hopefully will give us some colour in the autumn. And I've put quite a lot of Crocosmia Emily Mackenzie in here, happily joined by many weeds after a night of rain. My David Austin Rose Gertrude Jekyll is just starting to flower. There are some further buds there, but I have to say that the roses here never look very well because we've got some soil. This perennial wallflower, Erysimnium Bowles Purple, always gives a really good splash of colour, especially up against that golden honeysuckle, Lonicera nitida, which again grows very happily from cuttings. And another little plant which I like very much is the Scissorincium, an absolute thug in seeding. It'll seed itself all over the place, but quite easy to just pull the seedlings out, and does look very cottagey. This little hardy geranium is what people call a good doer. It starts flowering about now, and it will keep flowering until the first frosts, so very, very good value. This is Roseanne, one of my favourite shrubs in the garden. The black elder, Sambucus nigra. You can see it here, actually now starting to flower. There's the black leaf. It's a black elder, and has pink flowers, very beautiful, especially up against this iris. It looks very good with this, and I'm sorry I don't have the name of the iris, but it's a dusky pink and purple. This is one of the places that gives us very great deal of pleasure when we sit in the conservatory. No visitors now, but if you look at the end of the video, you'll see just what we've been enjoying for the last few days. Here's some more of the black elder, which again looks very spectacular, this time up against a spirea, the golden spirea called Gold Flame. Here are some white astrantias, which very much need to be split up, but they're very good down in this lower border, which is very shady. We need as much as we can down here to show up against the dark background. I don't know if you can hear the rushing of the wind. It's a very windy day, and up against the wind you may be able to hear much twittering. We have lots of little fledglings flying around now. I'll introduce you to some of them in a moment. This is the back of the border that we look out onto. One of the most beautiful and very pleasing perennials that I have are the peonies. This one is bowl of beauty, which hasn't completely opened yet. Those that did open were blown away, I'm afraid, over the last couple of days with the rain and wind. I do see a bee hunting around, and plenty of places to get some nectar, because we've got lots of foxgloves around at the moment. Some more over there. And lots of little hardy geraniums in the front of the border. But again, lots more going into the border, which is why I've still got my planting kit there. You'll see underneath, apart from the buckets that I keep the trowels in, I'm afraid I have to keep a sieve. The soil here is so very stony. The soil here, in fact, is complete rubbish if I didn't keep adding to it with lots and lots of compost. Now, this is one of the flower beds of shame that we don't look at too closely. I'm afraid we have ground elder running through it, so that's a project at the moment. I'll just take you down to the pond for a quick look down here. The reason I'm only making a very short video today is because we are out and about next week, so I'm going to hopefully be able to take you to somewhere that I love very much, and I'm pretty sure you will enjoy too. This little campanula has just started to flower down here. This is what I can look out on from the summer house. Aren't they just lovely? Little rockery Canterbury bells. Sitting down here by the pond has been a real pleasure in the hot weather of the last week. And lo and behold, it's just started to rain, so I'm going to just give you a last little look of my latest little project, which was a planting urn, very much in the style of a medieval font. Not actually medieval at all, it's about 3 years old and it's made of concrete, but when that's painted with yoghurt and the moss grows on it, I think it will deceive anybody. So that will be hopefully trailing with ivy very soon. Put the ivy in, now it just needs to grow down a bit. And I think this is where, friends, I'll leave you for now. I hope you have a very peaceful afternoon. As always, if you've enjoyed this video, please consider sharing the link. And if you'd like to see more, please subscribe and turn on notifications. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.